everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Opening week in the NFL is an exciting time for everybody, including these two teams here today. It's the Chargers going up against the Broncos.
Larry, we are at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, as you get a look at Sports Authority Field at Mile High. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Denver Broncos. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now maybe a free play here for Smith. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Cobb. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
Kyle Rudolph, the tight end, in motion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Watch time. Tight end right. 50. 12. We got three, fellas. We got three. Let's go, yellow. Slam. Back up.
And he motions the wide receiver. On second down, here's Smith. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that, but you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Kyle Rudolph, the tight end, in motion. To throw on second down is Smith. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 24 yards. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a handoff looking right. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Here's Smith now on second down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Even after more than a decade in the league, Smith still one to account for with his legs as he picks up a first. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the play.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
And tough starting field position here. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Second down following the run. They run again with Logan. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, the person carrying the ball is always the easy target when things aren't going so well. But I think it's a combination with the Chargers. They've got to get the offensive line going in order to improve those numbers from last year. They weren't very good running it, partner.
No, they were bottom of the AFC, 2nd to last in the entire NFL. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Kyle Rudolph, the tight end, in motion. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. From the 50, it's Smith going up top. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot. Help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Smith on third down. And that is incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? Third and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on third and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. On is the punter, Ryan, to send this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Chargers. And, of course, coming off the safety the last time they had the football. Never want that.
No, that's pretty unique, too, isn't it? When you give up points that way and the scoreboard, you look up and it says 2-0, it can throw you a little bit. Let's see if they can put that to the side and move forward.
They'll run it here with Logan. And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Jones now on 1st and 10. Caught by Wilson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll take us to the end of the first quarter. Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. They'll need to convert a 3rd and 7, though, to start things out. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. On 3rd down, Jones. Hard throw, incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. So the Broncos coming out now. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense.
Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Let's go! Come on, let's go!
This is Logan. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even one step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
Here's Myers now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Cobb goes in motion left. Now they try the right side here. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Kyle Rudolph, the tight end, in motion. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And the tight end goes in motion left. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. They'll try the air now with Smith. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. A very solid gain of 27. Kyle Root off the tight end in motion. They run it here. Ware. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Not an ideal spot to be on first down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big...
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Spencer Ware taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Broncos are in for 6. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Gold now out to kick it away. It's a short kick taken near the 18. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now Jones on first down. Caught by Nelson left side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. They run with Logan. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they've dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Kyle Root off the tight end in motion. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Evans comes in motion right. Now a handoff looking right. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And that makes it a 9-point game. Gold now out to kick it away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? On the carry, it's Logan. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now the Chargers hustling, trying to get up and get set. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
To throw on 3rd down, Jones. On the left side, a catch by White. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. Here's Jones, throwing again on 2nd and 10. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, they go Lynch. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the 1st. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we send you on down to our studios in Orlando, where standing by is Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken very short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the 1st half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the 2nd half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to be run over. Hit hard as he'll be marked down. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Jones operating from the gun. Lets it go for Nelson. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for the Chargers. 48 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
2nd down following the run.
Here we go! Ohio! Ohio! Let's go! Man 38! Man 38! Ohio! 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 Ohio!
Now a handoff as they run left side. Oh, nice move. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now Jones. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jabal Sheard in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And Myers able to knock it through, and the deficit trimmed to 6 now at 16-10. So he missed a field goal earlier, but he says not this time, and he's able to knock it through to give his guys 3.
And that's all you want as a kicker, a chance to redeem yourself. You got to have a short memory if you're going to survive at this level, and he's able to get back on track.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Smith now to throw on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Ohio! Here we go! Man 38! Let's go! Ohio!
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
And he rips that one incomplete there. Mike Williams, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Jones now to throw again. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. The Chargers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. The ball comes out, and this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line.
And I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Hoping for a 4th down stop. Instead, they flinch and move the chains.
Flinch, jump, not watching the ball. All the sins that you're not supposed to commit, they come into play there.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spot.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chargers are an extra point away from moving out in front. And that one puts them on top here in the 3rd. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. In motion left is Cobb. Now a handoff looking right. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Pushing through. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Broncos are in for 6. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. In motion left, the tight end. Now a toss going left. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. They get the conversion. And, Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Here we go. Flex round.
To throw on 2nd down. Jones finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
As they run the counter play. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Chargers on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get him to 4th down. So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And coming out now, the Broncos. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Airing this one out for Evans. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. That second down run a big help. The 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Jones operating from the gun. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down. What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. Finding some room at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Charger 1st.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Cameron Hayward in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Jones, off play action. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. Touchdown, L.A. J.J. Nelson, 60 yards. And the Chargers have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Well, we've seen some lead changes, and it certainly appeared that one of these squads was in full control of the game, but that's not the case after that touchdown.
Now they erase a 2 TD deficit here to grab the lead. And his kick is right through. Here's Myers now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. What a spin. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right, and he'll be tackled at about the 35. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now they'll run it on the toss. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Play action. It's Smith. And Rudolph has it left side. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Shift together here from the D-line. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Here's Smith. Going to throw again. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Getting late in the 4th now, Charles. 2-minute warning just around the corner.
Yeah, some teams just want to get to that spot, take a breath, and then come out and attack for the rest of the game.
Now Smith. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. The Broncos on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
50-50.
He's back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Oh, no, he lost the football. And that is going to skip out of bounds. So a break there for sure. They'll hold on to the possession at the 5-yard line.
We got three down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
1st and goal from the 5. Now they send the tight end in motion left. On the run, it's Ware. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. In motion left, the tight end. Going to give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Now that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelmed. Because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the 13-year man puts it through. And we are all tied here in the final stages. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Space to maneuver at the 40. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They go play action here on 1st down. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him, Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Room to run past midfield. That good for 22 and a first down.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? Five defensive
DBs.
backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a
Double
dime.
it.
A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing, offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
Yeah, we saw that advantage right there.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Watch two.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is knocked down from the side. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Chargers on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. So it was a golden chance to go ahead here in the final moments, but he misses for a 2nd time in this game.
Brandon, either one of those go, and they might be on their way to a victory. Instead, they're going to have to hold on here defensively just to force overtime.
Now Smith. He's going to look deep down the field. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Here's Smith. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Joey Bosa from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Smith now to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And what an effort on the final play of regulation. All zeros on the clock, and we are headed to OT. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. Slot man moves right. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Jones now throwing on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught at the 20. A huge play there in overtime. 55 yards. Explosion plays always break the back of a defense. In overtime to put him in the red zone, that was huge.
I like your description there because when you get an explosion play, now people are really scrambling on defense. Now they're looking to each other. Who's going to step up? Who's going to make the play? Offensive guys have the momentum. Now they're in the red zone. They've got to be thinking attack, trying to get it into the end zone.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert. A handoff as they run the counter play. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? I feel like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for them.
So on now comes the kicker. It's Jason Myers. This to at least get him a lead here in overtime. And Myers able to knock it through. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. All right, so they're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now it'll be up to their defense to try and see this one out.
So remember now, a field goal on this next drive would get us to sudden death. Any kind of turnover or turnover on downs would end the game, as would any touchdown. So this one's still very much up in the air.
Fielded about a yard deep. Powerful running. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Two minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. Now Smith with his first throw of OT. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. The Broncos on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Smith. He's got his target. It's Cobb. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. First down now, but the clock continues to move. They wanted to avoid the dreaded 4th down or having to get a conversion or it being the final play. They picked it up, though, on 3rd.
I love how you described that because we've been in those situations and seen it. If you get to 4th down, especially in overtime, things get a little shakier, don't they? The hands get shaky, right? The throw, if you're going to throw the ball, being able to run it, all of that coming down to one big play. Very nice of them and nice for them to pick it up on 3rd.
It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. Kyle Rudolph, the tight end, in motion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Smith trying to get him to the line quickly with the clock rolling. And the back goes in. Smith looking to throw on 2nd down. Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And that's how this one ends in dramatic fashion in overtime with the interception. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Denver, good night, everybody.